Welcome back. Day after the hail. We're in for it again supposedly tonight. So I'm hoping. I'm going to leave my lawn chairs and wood and everything over my pumpkin patch. I know I said to give it 2 or 3 days, but I decided to get in and just try to see what I have. And the main plants are still good, and as you see, there are new flowers that are still connected. With any hopes, crossing our fingers, that we get some pumpkins. These ones are white, or no, this is a jack-o'-lantern, and then white underneath the second blue one, and then green underneath, or sorry, white underneath the green one. I had to put a fence up because of my goats. These guys here were supposed to be edible squash. They were supposed to be better than pumpkins. So I was hoping. I still have, looks like 2 plants that might pull through. That one still has a pumpkin on it, or a gourd, I guess you call it. I'm hoping. Looks like I lost pretty much all of these. Looks like I have 1, 2. These were the cricket neck squashes for birdhouses. I was able to dig out underneath all the weeds, so I'm thankful I didn't weed the garden last week and it got out of hand. The weeds saved the cucumber and cucumber on that trellis. Yes, I have a rocking chair that helped block it. Looks like part of my broom grass might have been saved. I mean, what can you do? Nothing. There's nothing I could do. Yellow squash is underneath there. The main plant's still good, and I have 2 or 3 that's coming in. I'm gonna leave them. Just gonna leave them. Those were Jack Beetles, I think, and some of them are good. Some of them really got walloped. I just dug up all my pumpkin sticks because none of them made it. Not a darn thing made it, as you can see. And now I have planted beets. 3 rows of beets. I am just kind of sticking stuff in as I'm realizing it's all the way dead. So, not straight rows, kind of crooked. See, I still have tall weeds. I'm leaving them on this fence for right now because if we have another storm come in, it comes in this way. It looks like I might be able to save my Swiss chard. There are 6 plants here. I'm hoping. As for my cabbage, pretty sure it's gone. Not much left. Looked like grasshoppers. I didn't have grasshoppers. I had hail. Looks like some of my zucchini here is going to make it. These ones are coming up from seed, so they're behind. And once again, I think it was because of the weeds that I did have here. I started pulling them. Then I realized, I'm leaving them for a day or 2. Call me crazy. But I planted... It's just from the dollar store. Roman tomatoes from seed. It says it takes 70 days. I have a little less than 80 days till our first hard freeze. So I figured maybe I could cover them. I do have 2 heritage that made it through the hail. My 4 I had planted in there are gone. So I have 2. And then I did find a acorn squash. Let me get my finger out of there. Acorn squash. And then this row here is dill. So I do have some stuff that made it. Not a lot. I do have a big zucchini plant underneath there. He looks like he made it. A little bit of damage, not too bad. This was my granddaughter's green pumpkins. I have no idea if they made it. This was all supposed to be a flower cutting garden. Not much left. The weeds did save some of it. And I was able to find 2 more when I went to town that were 50% off, so hopefully it has time. Echinacea, I think is what they're called. Or no, sorry, those are the purple cone flowers. So I have a total of 4. There was a whole bunch of babies. I lost all the basil. I had basil down the center. You can see there's like 1 right there. This one's really sad. I had lots and lots and lots of baby lavenders. Never planted from seed, but it was turning out great. They're hard hit for the ones that were bought. This guy looks like he took it the worst. Right there. So, I guess it could be worse. It could have been my house. And would have been really starting over. But it is what it is. My trees made it. Not too bad. I lost most of my fruit, but that's alright. This one is the apple. And I hope to get, so I have an apple here, I want one about here, apple about there. I've been watching a lady that says that you can plant your orchard closer, and I really want to keep it behind this fence, back to where I am. So I want to get one, this one, 2, and 3. And then that's my plums. So I'll go 4. I'll have 5 here. So that way I keep my gate open. Is how I'm hoping to do it. Humidity is really high out here in Colorado right now. This one is a beautiful Bing cherry. I'll have to get one more next year. Sweet Bing. Butterfly bush kind of pulled through. That one is really iffy. I don't know. He's really banged. And this is another cherry tree. This one's tart. Another butterfly bush. Another butterfly bush. And another tart cherry. North Star sour cherries. So I'll have room for one more cherry tree here. I will put one right here because I have lilacs, but I'm going to take them out. I don't like them. I'll move them this fall. But weeds are still out of hand. Totally my fault. Just focused on other things, but I'll get it all caught up again. I'm hoping maybe this week. My weed whacker went on the fritz. I got a new one, and I just got to get my rear end in high gear. And we just mowed, for the most part, out front. I ran out of gas right there. No more gas. And we're slowly getting the wood picked up from here. So really all I have is this little bit left that's not done. And I gotta buy myself a wood splitter. Can't be real expensive. I actually have one, but the motor went out, so everybody says I could go and get another motor because the shaft works. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I think it'll be a lot cheaper for me. We're walking out here to the big apple tree. And it looks like I have a few left. Can you see that? See the apples? Yeah, I have a few apples left. We didn't even know this was an apple tree out here until my son came out here one day saying, "Mom, we have a great apple tree." So, but I see a lot on the ground. But we'll take what we get. If there's only 6, there's only 6. But I do see a few more up top if the birds don't get it. So, if anybody has any ideas on how to remake my farm, like I said, it's me and my son. My other son comes home to visit, and so does my girls. But it's just me and my son that live here full time. And we're doing our best. And I am after a bull to either buy for not real expensive for my dairy cow, or one to borrow. I'm in Northeast Colorado if anybody has any ideas or they need a bull loved on by a Swiss. That would be great. Anyhow, my garden up by the house is totally destroyed. I'm not going to waste my time. I'll just plug in pictures. It was all my tomatoes, so this will be the only garden I focus on. I have a couple herbs I'm going to put in a basket and keep it up by the house. And let me tell you something real quick. This works for horseflies. Go to the dollar store. As you can see, look at the hail. The hail knocked it off. And get yourself a disco ball. This is just an ornament. I hung it out here, and I have no horseflies. No horseflies. That's absolutely crazy in my mind. But it works. I want to go get 2 or 3 more and hang them around so that way the horseflies don't bite me. Anyhow, guys, it's been a long 24 hours. My son and I did go fishing with his girlfriend today, and nah, we didn't bring anything home, but it was 3 hours of relaxing. So once again, this is going to be the future orchard. I cannot go past this area because this is septic down here, or leach field. I apologize, leach field. So cherries, apples, plums, and I'd like to figure out what kind of nut trees I can get, and I'd like to put some nut trees out front, just from the bush this way, because this is going to be 4 different pastures I'll have set up here to rotate my cow on. I only have 1, but I'd like to have 2, and I'd love to have her back in milk. So you guys have a blessed day. We sure are blessed, because this could have been a lot worse. I feel for the farmers. The field across the way, they just started harvesting that last night, and then the gosh awful hail came. So the heads are still there, but the field down there where that combine is gone, all the way gone. And then there's a bean field down here. It looks absolutely horrific, but I guess we'll just look at a kitty and say have a great night, guys. God bless.